Welcome back to the Barrel Talk Podcast. This is episode 102. Joined with Isaac Stonemeyer, Connor Carsons, Nick Gwynn on the call. How we doing?
Yes, sir.
Doing well, man.
Back to do these West Conference standings.
Yeah, can't wait for the season to start.
Mm-hmm.
This West was
next
tough.
Tuesday. The West was a lot harder than the East.
A lot tougher.
Because there's legit about 11, 12 teams that could really make just the play-in.
Mm-hmm.
So, before, though, the only thing we got to talk about, like, kind of the news going on in each conference, but the only thing really going on in the Western Conference before the season starts is just slight news about Klay Thompson and his extension with the Warriors, because there really has been no traction on the deal. And then Klay Thompson went to IG and made a whole post about it and everything else. So
is this his final year?
Yeah, he's a free agent after this year. This is looking grim, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Who's gonna pay for Klay Thompson more than the Warriors?
I don't see him going anywhere. It really depends on this year, how he plays this year.
Yeah.
Because he's in a contract year. He has to play well if he wants to prove that he's still worth the money he wants.
He has to play well. Like, I don't know. I think he'd rather just retire if you guys don't bring him back. Kind of like the Draymond type beat.
No,
like, if you guys don't bring him back, like, what's the point? Just retire.
He may seem like a chill guy, but he's a competitor and he wants to win.
Oh, yeah.
So if the Warriors aren't offering him the money he wants and he thinks he can get that elsewhere, he'll leave.
God, he's going to go to fucking,
I don't
like...
doubt that. I just don't
he's
think...
He's not going anywhere. The only other teams he would go to is, like, no. The only other teams
he wants to go to a good team.
He would only go to a team on the West Coast. It would be the Clippers, Lakers, teams like that.
Why is that?
It's more of like a Klay Thompson thing. Klay Thompson is not going to go to the East Coast.
You don't know.
Miami's pretty nice, man.
Unless a team pays him.
We'll pay him.
That.
Miami would probably give him some money.
We don't have any money.
Klay Thompson will go to a team that needs him.
Yeah.
Go to the Kings.
At the same time,
No.
it's not Bob Myers, but
Mike
Dunleavy.
Mike Dunleavy. The Warriors like to keep their guys, and Klay Thompson,
they'll find a way.
He's probably one of the top 5 Warriors of all time.
See, he is, but this is not the Bob Myers era for the Warriors anymore.
Sadly.
Because he stepped down because he knew days like this were coming, because he has a strong relationship with the core of the team.
Mm-hmm.
And he knew there was going to come a time where, like, Draymond needs an extension. Klay Thompson
I think if you bring back
extension.
Draymond, like, you just kind of have to bring back Klay.
They already brought back.
I think they're going to bring him back, but it also depends on the season. And I've always had this, like, thought in the back of my mind, ever since Bob Myers stepped down, if Bob Myers was still, like in the GM position, Jordan Poole would still be on the Warriors.
Probably, yeah.
I don't think Bob Myers trades Jordan Poole for Chris Paul. He might still move Jordan Poole, but not for Chris Paul.
What an odd move.
No.
I thought it was odd when it, like,
it's still
dropped.
odd.
It didn't feel real when
it's still
happened.
odd.
No. It's
38-year-old Chris Paul going to the Warriors.
Yeah,
That's so weird.
And then they got off of that contract. Like, what were they gonna do with Chris Paul?
Oh God!
You know,
I mean, in hindsight, Jordan Poole, you can say it's a bad contract or a good contract or whatever, but, like, in the next 2 years, it's gonna be like at the average NBA
figure it out,
contract. And just the thing with Chris Paul, like, the trade itself is definitely helps, like, the Warriors and what they need, and it's the turnover issues and somebody else that can really control a team without Steph Curry on the floor. And then even the preseason, Steve Kerr was talking about putting him more with, like, pick and roll heavy lineups, which is what the bench unit will be, like, without Steph Curry. Like,
him and Kuminga.
Kuminga, Saric, Rudy Gay, like,
him and Saric got that connection.
Yeah.
That dynamic duo.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the homie. He's legit.
So, the Klay Thompson contract, I wouldn't be surprised if he does get locked up mid-season. But it's just chatter. It's just news.
I just hope he realizes he's not a $30 million a year player. Like, he needs to recognize he's 33? 30.
I want to say 33.
He's up there, 33.
And, you know, he's
Steph's
getting
35.
to the point where the decline becomes much more rapid and apparent. So
how old's Draymond?
He's probably around the same age, yeah.
Jesus.
So, I hope he doesn't make things, like, too difficult and is like, I want, you know, the max contract for us. You know,
no, I don't think so.
Like,
but that's why it's also a contract year for him. So he could play up to that. He could fuck around and, like, play up to that kind of level.
I still wouldn't give him that. Still wouldn't give him that.
No, I don't
That's
think
not gonna happen.
I don't think he's gonna ask for somewhere close to that. He's gonna not the max, but Draymond got close to.
What did Draymond get? Like 3 years?
For like 3 to 400.
25 million
That's
I would do that.
Yeah, that's not terrible.
For Klay.
I don't think that's a bad contract for Draymond.
23.
I'd give Klay Thompson maybe a little more.
Oh yeah, I'm about to sneeze. Fuck.
Like 4 years, 120. Even if that,
$30
maybe
million
like
a year?
even like 2 years, like depending on the future of this team.
2
maybe
years for
like 2
30.
years.
Klay Thompson seems more like a 2 year.
15 a year.
No, he's got to do like 2 years.
60 and then do 30 a year.
Yeah. I think that's what's going to end up happening because he doesn't want to. He'll get on the same timeline as Curry and Draymond.
So much money.
But you got to look at it. Once the
cap hit.
Yeah, once the new CBA comes into effect and like the new rules that are coming in the next couple of years are going to really hurt teams going over the salary cap like that anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's going to get on him, Draymond, and Curry are going to get on the same contract length, and I think they're just going to play their contracts out.
Might as well.
There's no point to go anywhere else now unless some team gives him like an absolute fucking bag where it's
The
like
Hornets throw like $35 million
God.
a year at him or something.
yeah, but Western Conference predictions.
Yeah, do we want to do the
man.
standings or do we want to do the award predictions first?
We can do the awards at the end.
Okay, for sure.
Because I feel like a lot of my
Oh, shit.
records either on both West and East, and I can like go through them like at the end.
That's true.
Have a good amount to do with my award predictions as well.
Let's do 15.
15.
All right, so my number 15 was the Houston Rockets.
Mine as well.
Nick,
my 15 was the Houston Rockets.
let's go.
I had the Spurs at 15.
See, it's
Okay.
the Rockets are like, it sucks to have them in last because like they're so up and coming and like young and everything, but like the West is just so competitive.
It is.
And like that for them to get last, like for them to even get another pick, like another top 5 pick, or like if they in the lottery, like I don't really know anybody coming out of the next class, but if you can get another guy, maybe like a center or something, that's just gonna be that guy. Like they gonna give. They're trusting the process right now. They're just gonna be bad.
Realistically, I don't really care where you have anybody from 15 to 12 because it could really go either way.
Yeah, I mean it's all the
Unless
same.
y'all have one of these 14.
Oh, I have the Spurs at 14.
Yeah, I had the Rockets at 14.
Yeah.
I only put the Rockets a step higher. Like before we started, I was like, I think Ime really going to develop a culture there. I think they're going to be a little bit better than what they were last year, and there's going to be more just leadership with their vets and everything else like that.
I mean,
I like them more than the Spurs, in my opinion, who kind of lack veteran presence. Yes, you have Greg Popovich as the coach. You really have no veterans on that team. Yes, you have Wembanyama. How many games is Wembanyama going to play? I always go back to this conversation. And the talent on Houston, I'd rather have than the talent on San Antonio, outside of Wemby.
Short term, I agree with you. You got Van Vliet and Dylan Brooks, and those are the big free agent signing class. But like long term, I think the Spurs project to be a better team.
And like they lost KPJ, so like that, and that's pretty big for them. Like he was doing really good last season.
But
like,
you gotta think, where was he? Even I didn't really like that fit because
he was still doing good.
He was doing good.
He was winning them games.
But then you bring in Fred VanVleet.
He wasn't really. Yeah.
Then you bring in Fred VanVleet and you got Ben Thompson to get minutes.
It's gonna be interesting to see that starting lineup is gonna be super interesting.
Right now, ESPN has their last starting lineup as Van Vliet, Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, Jabari Smith Jr., who everyone kind of seems to forget about. Number 3 pick was
hell yeah.
Orlando. Like said they were number 1 whole time, and then Sengun at the center.
So that means Asur is going to come off the bench.
He should.
Amen.
Right, Amen is Asur on the
Pistons? On the Pistons, yeah.
Okay, Amen. Yeah, he probably should come off the bench. He could eventually start over Dylan Brooks.
Oh yeah,
he really could.
I think there's a world where Dylan Brooks
comes off the bench,
gets moved, and somebody goes and gets Dylan Brooks.
There was just no. I don't know why they signed him. That didn't make any sense.
He just took what was available.
Probably
they probably had the most money to give, and so he did that, knowing that. Well, he has a personality and a history of antics. So,
but he's somebody who's going to develop an identity and a culture in Houston.
Yeah, he'll make
and you pair him with Ime Udoka, who's a great defensive mind in general, and Fred VanVleet.
He'll be able to like talk to these young guys and everything, and be like, "Hey, don't take shit." Basically,
as much flack as Dylan Brooks gets, Dylan Brooks is one of the best.
He's old.
One of the better defenders in the league.
Yeah, he's still a very solid 3-and-D player, and he fits.
I think he fits more so identity-wise to kind of like really ramp these young guys up, and then the Spurs, they're 2 teams that are just on.
Yeah, so we're just doing Rockets and Spurs.
Yeah.
Yep, that's fine.
13.
I had the Blazers at 14.
I have we're at 13.
Yeah, Spurs and
Oh, you had the Blazers at 14?
I had the Blazers at 14 because I had
Damn.
the Spurs at 13.
Oh, okay.
I had
just-
Portland at 13.
I had the Jazz at 13.
I had the Jazz at 13.
Yeah.
That's solid because I had the Jazz at 12.
Okay,
So
because
they're
I
right
had the
there.
Blazers at 12. So,
So,
I had the Blazers at 12.
Court, what about you? You're the sound here.
I have Portland at 13.
personally,
Jazz
I
at 12.
think the Blazers are going to be better than the Jazz.
I don't know. The Jazz, Lowry Markkanen, John Collins,
Oh.
Walker Kessler.
I do
Don't say
think
John
Sexton.
Collins.
I do think John Collins has a better year, but just because he's in a new situation.
I think
this-
the Blazers got it going, man. I think they're going to surprise a lot of people. If I
Yeah, I
had to
think
pick
the Blazers would be
a
fun to watch.
team to make the
Don't win some
plan, and
games.
it was the Blazers or the Jazz, like I think it's the Blazers.
So we putting Utah at 13, Portland at 12.
Sure.
Yep.
I'm interested to see where you guys have the Mavs.
So now 11 to 11
This
to
can
1
get weird.
This is where it gets weird.
I have the Mavs at 11.
And honestly, I don't hate that. That's the
I
crazy
think
part.
it's not even that like, oh yeah, the Mavs suck. There's just these teams, man, are just. I'm looking at these teams in front of them, and like the only team I'd maybe put them over is like the Timberwolves, but the Timberwolves are fucking coming up, man. Pause. But like they're turning up. Like I don't know. What is this? This is 11.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have the Mavs.
I had the Timberwolves at 11.
I had the Grizzlies at 11.
Damn.
The
Jesus.
Grizzlies?
And that- I think
Losing
that's
your
crazy.
best player for 25
What?
games
To go to the 11 seed?
So we all
in a
have
very tight conference? Yeah, I think, like, you know.
we all have a different team. 'Cause
Yeah.
I have the Thunder at 11.
I have the Thunder at 10.
I also
I had the Thunder at 10.
Let's go. So we figured out number 10.
So we know number 10. Well, fuck.
Okay.
I think we. Okay. Nick, who do you have at 11?
The Timberwolves.
The
I think the
at 8.
Timberwolves makes more sense.
I have,
Even
the
at 8?
I have the Timberwolves at 10.
10. I had them at 8. Who would you have?
I have them at 9.
So I'm good with putting the Timberwolves at 11.
So am I. So you go. Who's 10? Thunder?
Thunder.
And then you go Mavs at 11.
Oh, Timberwolves at 11.
Timberwolves at 11.
I think the Mavs.
I think you got to
better
put
than
the Mavs.
Thunder.
Mavs. You
I think
got.
the Mavs got to be top 9.
I think
I
I
think
don't hate the Mavs at 9.
I think the Mavs. Are
I
better
have
than
the
both
Mavs at 9.
teams.
the Mavs.
I think they're better than
I have the Mavs at 7.
Kyrie might not show up to work.
he is.
He seems committed, and I love Derek Lively. Josh Green's another solid piece. Plus, it's Luka Doncic.
It's just the Mavs find so many ways to just be bad. That's why I just don't have any faith in them.
Well,
Like,
yeah, I think they traded for Kyrie middle of the year last year.
It's
So
gonna come
they had
down.
To, they had to take an off season to really fine tune the rest of the
They
roster.
gave up last season.
Oh, yeah,
they
well-
tanked.
Yeah.
That is so crazy
Work-
for them
Derek
to do.
Lively's a great center for them. Rim, like he's like 7'2".
And you got Rashawn Holmes. They have
Rashawn
a
Holmes,
better
yeah.
fitting
Big
roster.
Rashawn Holmes guy.
And Grant Williams, like
Ooh.
a better fitting roster around those.
So are we
those two.
doing? So you do Mavs at 9, or yeah?
I had
Mavs
the
at 9?
Pelicans at 9.
I have the Pelicans at 9.
I had the Pelicans at 8.
I had the Pelicans at 8.
So do I.
So it goes T Wolves at 11,
Yeah.
10.
Yep.
We're going
Thunder.
Then
Thunder.
Mavs at 9.
Yep. I don't know.
Right?
I think the Pelicans.
I think the Pelicans are definitely better than the Mavs.
I don't think so.
For sure.
I don't.
Yes.
Yes, I think they're way better than the Mavs.
Who like? in
Yeah,
a
I mean, I
sense-
guess it's close, and Zion is healthier, the healthiest he's ever been. What's Brandon Ingram, very solid player.
Zion's gonna be playing.
Jonas
Valanciunas,
Valanciunas
Bi,
fits well.
CJ still there.
they're cones on defense. They're gonna get lit the fuck up. on
That's
And
defense.
true.
the Mavs
They have
aren't?
Nobody.
No, the Mavs
they
are-
got Herb
Mav-
Jones saving the day though,
Yeah,
man.
Herb
You're
and Trey
wonder.
Murphy. You're
Trey
missing.
Murphy.
You're
Trey-
missing.
Trey
Murphy's
Murphy's
not-
out
For how long?
until at least till middle of the season. Torn meniscus.
I think you're missing.
I
I think the Pelicans are way better than the Mavs.
It's close. I'm fine with putting the Mavericks at 9.
I would go Mavs at 9, Pelicans at 8,
It's close.
and then the Pelicans run into the buzzsaw that is.
And
let me stop.
Timberwolves at 7 then, if we go that route.
No, we already have the Timberwolves down, don't we?
Oh, we do. You're
Yeah,
right.
we have
You're
them at
right.
11.
You're right.
so we're gonna go Dallas at 9.
Grizzlies.
And then, yeah,
Pelicans at 8.
Pelicans at 8.
So then
So now we're on 7.
it's got to be the Grizzlies, right?
I have the Grizzlies at 7.
I had the Clippers at 7.
Ooh, talk about that.
This is where I had Dallas at 7.
Why the Clippers, Nick?
Because we've seen this before.
That's
you think
why.
they're just gonna be
But when's
healthy?
it gonna be different?
That's
Like,
what-
when are
that's
they
what-
both gonna play?
That's the same thing
Nah,
that happened with the
they're gonna be
Pelicans. We've seen this story before with Zion. Like he looks healthy, and then all of a sudden it's a foot injury, and then he's out for just a week. It's day to day. Then it turns into 2 to 3 weeks, and then it turns into a couple months. And he's now it's re-aggravated it. Like we've seen this story before, and
we have.
and that's why I had the Mavs a step above.
I think this is going to be different, though. I think he's starting to get to the point where, like, he's like, okay, I kind of have to play.
It's to the point where he has to play.
That's what I mean. Like, that's why I think he's going to be trying. If he gets hurt, it's not his fault.
Oh, I'm not saying that,
Yeah.
but it's more so.
Yeah, we're going to make fun of him, obviously, but, like, he can't help that. It's like AD. Like, we make fun of AD all the time for getting hurt, but, like, he can't help getting hurt.
The one
Like-
thing I'll say about Zion and everybody else's injuries around the league, and the
We
reason
don't even know what his injury was.
he had a foot injury last year.
Okay.
The reason why I will put it more on Zion rather than any other player getting injured is because it's mostly on Zion and his body of why he continues to just get hurt.
yeah.
And it's his diet.
Foot injuries, though, man, they heal. It's tough for them to heal, and playing basketball, constantly landing on that, even in
He's
your
a doctor.
rehab. I'm not a doctor.
He's a doctor.
Joel Embiid had a pretty extensive history of foot injuries, and
But it's
they
his
can
diet.
be nagging.
It's his diet. The organization has even come down to put focus on an NBA superstar's diet.
He's our age.
It's crazy. It's crazy to me.
Yeah, he's our
he's
age.
human,
It
man.
makes
It's
sense.
hard. It's hard
He's
to
a
eat
kid.
healthy. Yeah.
No, I know that, but it's crazy to me.
He is. You got to understand that. Like, you got to look it through. Like his. Yeah, it's stupid. Like he shouldn't be that big.
He's like a month older
What's his
than
face?
me.
Kenneth Lofton's what 300 fucking pounds.
but Kenneth
He's not a superstar.
Kenneth
but
Lofton's
you
not
got to
two
think
different
Zion
people.
is like a normal human being, dude.
No, I know
Like he's
that.
not an adult. He doesn't have a family. He doesn't have kids and everything. What else is he doing?
And it's
He
and
actually
certain
does have a
people
kid on the way.
they.
Okay, he has a kid on the way, but he's not like.
That's crazy.
I don't know. I just think you're giving him too hard of a.
And some people they just
drive,
have
like-
a predisposition to gaining weight and like not losing it. It just stays on, and it's just hard for them.
He's still gonna be dominant.
Yeah.
I don't care how fat he is. He's still
still
gonna
gonna be
fucking
dominant.
windmill
It's
on
just-
my ass. Like
It's just
I think he's more dominant.
comparing
than
it
Bigger
to,
is.
like-
he's even bigger.
I'm
Like,
comparing it to more so what Nick said about the Clippers. Like we've just seen this before. It's to the point where unless I see
it's
Zion
definitely
healthy
more. It's definitely more Clippers. We've seen this before than the Grizzlies,
than the Grizzlies.
or not the Grizzlies, than
No.
Zion.
Zion's been hurt the past like 3 years.
How many games have Kawhi and fucking PG played combined in the past
This
3
is
years?
This is year 5 of their.
That's fucking crazy.
Together.
Wow.
That's year 5. No way.
This is
no
year
way.
5.
I mean-
yeah, it is.
He was on the Thunder when he was in the bubble,
Right.
right?
No,
Nice.
That's what I
they
heard.
were in the bubble. They lost to Denver 3-1.
They signed.
Yeah, they were.
They signed together
'Cause
when,
Luka shitted
when I
on
was in
him.
high school. So yeah.
Yeah.
Lucas shitted on him. I do remember that.
No, they beat.
Oh yeah, I guess 2019. The Raptors won,
Yeah,
and then he went. No, he was on the Raptors in 2019,
yeah, that was
It was
last
the
year.
and then
Offseason.
2020.
This is
So
the
I
year-
guess this is
This is
technically
the summer
year.
of 2019.
that's not year 5. That math don't be mathing.
They won in 2019.
I
That
don't
was the
know.
summer of 2019. So they've played 2020, 2021,
2022,
2022, 2023.
So it's 4.
4 years.
Okay, I heard it at YouTube, so he was wrong. don't shoot the messenger.
But
you're
I
good.
think I was gonna say 5 years is crazy. But
Okay, year 4.
I think the Pelicans have a better like all around thing going on than the Mavs.
I can't be mad at it. I can't be mad.
Yeah,
at it.
I'm taking Pelicans over the Mavs.
Yeah, me as well.
So at 7 I had at 7 I had Dallas, but at,
So now-
at 8 I had Sacramento
Right.
that can fill that 7 spot.
I had Sacramento at 6.
I had Sacramento at 6.
I don't even know. Did I forget about Sacramento on my list?
Uh-oh. Dang.
Well, I guess we're putting them at what 6?
So wait, who do we put at 7?
I was saying Sacramento.
I was thinking, what
Oh,
about the
okay.
Grizzlies?
I think Grizzlies are better.
Do I have a team on
With
here twice?
missing their best player for 25 games, their best offensive player is
Ah.
Desmond Bain.
Okay, I had the Clippers on here twice.
Marcus Smart, Desmond Bain. Let's see what's his
They
name?
getting Steven Adams back, Brandon
Yeah, Steven
Clark in that bitch.
Steven Adams.
Santi Aldama.
Jay Konkar.
I'm taking
John
I'm
Contar.
taking Memphis missing that 25.
I'm sorry,
There's,
player.
that offense, it's going to be slow. They got no like shot creation.
Wait. Okay,
But
so hold on. Where are we at?
We're at 7.
I think it's going to be the Grizzlies.
1,
I
2,
think
3, 4, 5, 6. So 7's. What are we doing with the 7?
I was saying Sacramento.
I think the Kings are better than the Grizzlies.
Okay, I got I have them above. I have Sacramento at 5.
So you have Sacramento at what, Nick?
No, 6. I have them at 6.
I have Sacramento at 6.
Yeah, I have
I
them at
have
6.
them at 6
I
as
have them
well.
at 6 as well.
So what are we doing with 7?
I think it's the Grizzlies.
I had the Clippers at 7, but
Jesus Christ.
I don't give a fuck.
I had the Clippers at 5.
I had the Grizzlies at 7.
I think the
I had the Grizzlies at 5.
Grizzlies at 7 makes sense.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got
they're
hella close to the
They're
mic
going to
right
miss Ja Morant a lot this season. They're going to struggle with offensive creation.
I think they'll be fine, but
I think they'll be fine. Like, we just have them at 7. If they do better, like, good for them. At that point, like, I don't really care.
It's gonna
Prove me wrong.
A tight
like,
conference.
I want to see you prove me wrong. Like,
I mean,
so then you go them at 7,
Derrick
and then
Rose playing with like meaningful minutes in 2023.
Crazy.
Come on.
Kings at 6, and then now we're on 5.
yeah.
I got the Lakers at 5.
The Clippers are going to be in the top 5.
I think they should be.
I think that I have them at 5. So yeah, I mean,
I have the Clippers at 6.
I have the Clippers so high. Come on, this is it.
come on.
I know I make
Please.
fun of them getting hurt, but this is it.
They've been healthy
I got the Lakers at 5.
so far this offseason.
You know, I'm fine with the Lakers at 5.
I had the Lakers at 4.
I got the Lakers at 3.
Oh.
You're an idiot.
Okay.
Okay. I mean,
That's so high.
no, it's not that bad.
I just think they're just better than the Warriors and the Clippers.
They might be a better regular season team too. We got to consider that the Warriors, they love to rest their guys, and the Lakers, they don't. So LeBron will rest, but AD
Is it crazy? I mean, the Lakers did just beat them in a playoff series.
Ooh, that is
this
true.
just happened.
It's not that.
Corey,
It's not that
your
crazy.
rebuttal?
And the Lakers do dominate the Clippers.
It's true. They own that franchise.
So is that crazy?
No, the Clippers. Ever since Kawhi Leonard stepped foot in a Clippers uniform, they have beaten the dog shit out of the Lakers like the past
All right.
10,
Every time
15
he's
times.
played.
Yeah, no, even when he hasn't
right.
played.
Let me check.
You can look that up.
Receipts.
You can, because the Clippers have won at least 13 out of the last 15 times they played the Lakers.
So does that mean?
I'm not saying that means anything for this right now.
Well,
I'm
being
just
you
saying.
have the Lakers at 5, is that majority then?
I think the Clippers.
Just because they have 2 different people.
Yeah, I think the Clippers roster wise are better than the Lakers still.
If they
I
get
don't know,
Malcolm
man.
Brogdon,
Rui, you got it.
The Lakers are very reliant on their role players stepping. Like you're
what's
relying on Austin Reeves to be your third option all
the
year.
starting lineup for the Clippers? Like, what do they have
Let
them?
me see. Let me get it. Right.
So probably
it's
Russ, Powell,
Russ.
PG, Kawhi, Zubac.
is that it, or are they
it's
going to start
here.
man?
It's man.
Russell
No, it is
Westbrook,
man.
Paul George, Kawhi Leonard,
Terrence Mann.
Terrence Mann at the 4,
And Zubac.
at the 5.
Let me see that bench.
And then there. Well, I don't see.
Who we got?
Norman Powell, Marcus Morris, Rorco,
So you're saying same bench from last year, basically.
Batum.
Batum, I think he's retiring after the French team is done, which they're done. So I'm pretty sure
Oh.
Batum retired.
Shit, he shouldn't be in the fourth quarter anyway.
Fourth quarter.
Why the fuck Batum?
But like Lakers, Rui Hachimura, is Thomas Bryant still there?
No,
he's
in
not.
He's in Miami because he got
Miami.
dunked on by
He got
Wemby.
dunked on by Wemby.
That video. Then I'm trying to think of who's their. Oh, Christian Wood.
Christian Wood.
I'm taking Clippers over Lakers.
I think I'm going to take
taking the Lakers.
on paper. I think I'm going to take the
Taking
Clippers.
the Lakers.
I'm going to take the Clippers, but
They
if
got
the
Alex
Lakers,
Fudge, are you kidding me?
if the Lakers like beat them, like I won't be shocked.
Cam Reddish, okay.
The
Jared
Lakers roster is a bunch of question marks.
Gabe
Christian
Vincent?
Wood, question
You're
mark.
calling Gabe Vincent a question mark?
No.
Cam Reddish.
Cam Reddish, Christian Wood, both question marks. I'm still not sold on Austin Reeves being your third best player on this team long term for the whole year.
LeBron James.
Like, I understand they have LeBron.
LeBron's your first and second best player. AD's your third best player. That's how I look at it.
LeBron is your point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward.
LeBron, he's LeBron. And then Rui, can't forget about Rui. It's a very solid player.
I can't wait for LeBron to take this year 25 step back. Shit about to be crazy.
Torian Prince.
They have Torian Prince.
Torian Prince.
They have so many funny people on the Lakers.
I think
D'Angelo
Lakers-
Russell? Like,
Stop.
oh, God. You're out?
I'm so out on
I'm
D'Angelo
not out
Russell.
on. I'm not out
not
on D'Lo. I think he just
Yeah,
had a
no,
bad.
D'Lo.
I think he had a bad playoffs. Like I understand.
It
like,
just sucks because
the
this
lights
is
were
like
bright.
this is like constantly he's
Brights
bad.
are too light.
It's constantly he's
Brights are
bad in
too
the
light.
playoffs.
yeah.
Because
So-
even when he was in Minnesota, bad in the playoffs, Pat Bev took all those minutes from him.
Oh man, I would go Lakers
I'd
at
give-
5 if we had to go.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't hate that.
Then we finally get the Lakers Clippers 4-5 matchup.
Nay,
I had
nay.
that. I had that regardless. Just
Not
put
I.
the Lakers
Wait.
at 4.
Not I. Oh wait. No, not I.
So then at 3.
Who are we
at
at?
4?
We're at 4.
Oh, we're at 4. Who am I missing?
Who's left? Wait.
Because we got the Lakers at 5.
So we're missing Denver, Phoenix, Golden State, and the Clippers.
Yep.
Oh, so then the Clippers are at 4.
Clippers at 4.
There's no way they're higher than.
I had the Clippers at 4 already.
I mean, whatever.
I had the Clippers at 5, but yes, that's fine.
Big on the Clippers this year. Big Clippers got this year, huh?
I had the Warriors at 4.
I had the Warriors at 3.
I have the Warriors at 3.
I had the Clippers at 3. So,
I had the Warriors at 4.
tomato,
so,
tomato.
So
whatever.
Ooh,
above the Clippers, though.
above the Clippers. So
Do we gotta argue Clippers and Warriors?
Sure.
I don't see the argument. I think
And then you got
Warriors
the
are
Suns
better.
and the Nuggets. So, yeah.
There's a world where Denver's not the 1 seed. There is.
Yeah, it's Phoenix.
But
Well, I think Phoenix.
If
missed
Denver's
their
not the
guys.
1 seed, it's Phoenix.
I don't even think it's like it's gonna be. It could be some random fucking team.
No.
See, like, it's
I don't
not gonna
think.
be us,
It won't be I would say Grizzlies if they had Ja, because they could randomly get the 1 seed, but they don't have
I
them,
just
so
don't.
they can't.
I could see Denver definitely coming into the season with their foot off the gas for at least the first month. Like they're still gonna be winning games, but I don't think they're gonna
I think
be.
they'll be fine.
They're a
They'll
very
be
good
fine. They'll be fine.
They brought back everyone besides Bruce Brown.
Yeah, and they drafted well. They
Uncle
have
Jeff.
Oh.
Jamal Murray's ready. Like he wants to make like an all-star
Christian Braun
game.
still off the bench. I mean, you still got Reggie Jackson.
Phoenix is gonna do what Phoenix is always. They're just gonna rest bodies.
Yeah.
That's why I wouldn't put them any higher than the 2.
Mhm,
They're just.
I agree.
That's just what
Yeah.
they're gonna
Kevin
do.
Durant, a back-to-back.
I don't
Fuck
see
no.
Kevin Durant playing more than like
Fuck
50
no.
games.
No, it's just not gonna happen.
We've learned that for the top teams that the regular season isn't as important as it is for some of those play-in teams. So, yeah, I can definitely see the Nuggets going all out. Especially because Jokic he's been healthy in his career. So they have no reason to rest him unless he asks for it specifically. Jamal Murray may be a different story, but he's still played a lot of games. And, yeah, Nuggets at 1.
So we got the top 4 would be Clippers at 4, Warriors at 3, Suns at 2, Denver at 1.
Sounds good.
Sure.
So we're going with.
Don't hate it.
Yeah.
All right. So a lot of teams out here. Sleeper team off the top of the dome. If you had to go with anybody, or which team has the highest range?
That's a tough one because there's just so many established teams already in the West. You know, I don't know if there's really room for a sleeper to shoot up the ranks.
I think Dallas could be anywhere from a playing team to like a top 3-4 seed.
Yeah,
I'm
I could see-
just not.
I think
high
the
on
same
Dallas.
thing. A lot of teams, honestly.
I just don't believe in
It's
Dallas.
just Dallas with Luka and Kyrie. If they're both healthy all year, there's
think-
gonna be nobody that can fuck with them.
I think the team with the most variability is the Clippers. It all really
Yeah.
depends on how well Kawhi and PG can stay healthy and how when they are resting or when they're not playing, how well can Russ carry them? Because if they
The
are missing
Clippers
their
are so
guys
deep.
for a long
Like,
time, yeah.
They got so many
even
dudes that can go out
even
there.
when Kawhi Leonard and Paul George weren't there against the Suns, like it was still like a fight to beat the Clippers. Like Norman Powell was out there giving you 30, Bones Highland was out there giving you 20,
yeah, and they have Bones.
and
It's
then
true.
like
Russ is like the best defensive player on the planet.
Yes, Russ was clamping D-Book, KD. Like
But we can't always count on those guys to play to that level again. So
I
could,
trust Norman Powell to play to that level.
Norman Powell's awesome.
I trust Norman Powell to give me 20 a night off the bench.
it's just, you know, if those guys get hurt, I could see them being a potential play-in team.
Oh yeah, I think their range could be a playing team with the injuries.
They could be all the way from, I don't see them going higher than the Suns or the Nuggets. I could see the Clippers at 3 if everyone stays healthy and the stars align.
Something always happens.
But something's
Yeah.
always going to
Something-
happen, yeah.
No, I'm just talking not with just the Clippers, but just with all these teams. Like
Something will always happen to the point where, like,
one of these teams is just out of the race.
yeah, because something crazy happened, like that someone got hurt,
Or,
or
like,
like
your best
injuries
player got
always happen.
suspended for
Someone gets
25 games.
suspended.
That's what's happened to the Pelicans the past 2 years. Like they had that year where they made the playoffs and played Phoenix and lost, and then like the next year, all right, it looks like they're ready to take a jump, but they can't because Zion's hurt, and then that puts them down, and the teams jump over them. Like Minnesota's are always super weird.
Cat was hurt all year.
Because Cat was hurt all year, and then the Warriors were so weird because they were missing Curry and Wiggins for a
Wiggins
good
was
stretch.
gone the whole fucking year.
So and then something always happens. That's why I wouldn't be shocked because I think Phoenix can really be anywhere from 2, 3, or 4. just because I know how they are in sitting people. But it's also like you have if Kevin Durant
they're pretty locked in at the top.
Yeah. They're locked in at the top. They're going to get home court.
Yeah.
I think the Warriors are going to get home court.
It's just you're going to get 30 from D-Book, and then when you don't get 30 from D-Book, you're going to get 28 from Kevin Durant.
I could see the Warriors dropping to like 6, but they're not going to be a
6, 7
play-in
is
I don't
the
see them a
lowest.
play-in team this year.
I could.
I don't see them going
I
that
could see
far.
you guys
I
go.
just
Like,
think
I'm talking like
7 through 10.
7. I'm talking like 7.
I think 7 is the lowest you can put the Warriors. I think the Lakers and the Warriors have both realized that you're not going to go from a playing team to in the Western Conference, a playing team to try to really go make a run. Like I feel like
Those extra games matter.
yes, like especially like you saw the Miami Heat did it, and then I feel like once it got to the finals, the Miami Heat were completely out of gas. I think that would have been a way better series.
Crazy, and then you got the tournament.
Yes.
Also going on.
Well, that's not taking away from the regular. That's not.
No,
adding
it's just
to the
more.
regular
It's just
season.
more playing. Like it's just
only
more
one
games.
extra game.
It's only one extra game if you get to the championship.
Yeah, so it's not extra games. It's just those games just count as regular season games.
Well, my team went in, so yeah.
That's probably true.
I mean,
Our division sucks.
I think I put Dallas as my sleeper. I think Dallas has the highest range.
I think the Kings are still my sleeper.
Yeah, if we're going like a sleeper, I gotta go my Kings.
I don't think the Kings get back to like a top 3 team.
I think they're just gonna do whatever they
top
did last
3,
year.
no.
Like they're literally running it back. They're the definition of running it back right now.
They're just gonna be dangerous in the playoffs. I wouldn't want to play them.
They didn't lose anybody. They didn't gain anybody, and they're just still good.
Mhm.
Like
And their guys are gonna get better. Or Keegan
Keegan
Murray's
Murray's
gonna
gonna be
improve,
better.
develop those skills. He's already looking like
Rashawn
more
Holmes
of a.
already wasn't getting minutes, so it's not like you lose him.
I don't know. It's just something about because now I feel like
It's a bonus.
Sabonis is
It's gonna be better.
it's iffy.
Fox
with
is gonna be
Sabonis.
better. Malik
And
Monk.
Sabonis going to be better.
Sabonis could be better, or
I think
he can still be an all-star.
in that series.
I'm saying more so in the regular season. We know what we're gonna get from Sabonis and everything else, but in the playoffs, like how
Well, that's why this is regular season predictions.
How Rudy
Well,
Gobert.
I think the regular season matters for him though, because after you get bodied like that in the playoffs, I think you got to come out and show that you're not as one dimensional as he looked.
because he got outplayed off
He
the
got
court.
worked.
Outplayed by Kevin Looney.
Top 10 center in his own right, but
The Kings are a team that need that home court advantage too.
yes,
So they need to be, what is it, top 4 seed will get that?
yeah.
So it matters to them.
I will say that one of the things that I've said about the Kings is last year they were the most healthy team in all of basketball. They played the most minutes together with their starting 5, and they really didn't have any big-time injuries at all throughout the entire regular season. So you got to think, knock on wood, it doesn't happen. They could stay healthy all year again, but I'm just saying, you got to take that into account that they could drop, and teams in the West have gotten better. Even though they did run it back, there is a world where some of those young guys don't take that jump that they're expecting to take that jump, and there's some of those young guys don't play as better as they were
think
last
they'll be
year.
fine.
Every player on that roster had a career year last year.
Every player on the roster knows their role. Like I don't think there's going to be anybody that's going to do anything too crazy. Like they're a good team. They're well coached. Like there's no fucking egos on that team. Like I think they'll be fine.
They built a strong foundation to build
they're
off
lighting the
of.
beam,
Yeah.
bro. Come on.
I wish they would have picked up something in the offseason, though, because they had the money to do so, but they just paid him.
Maybe they're waiting
Barnes.
for this off season, because this is when the CBA
HB40.
shoots up that salary cap.
If
So.
HB40 would have gamed y'all, bro, we've had a whole new conversation right now.
Life would be so much different if Harrison Barnes made that 3.
Oh.
Damn.
But he's still playing for us, though.
Yeah.
He's still playing with us.
So, want to do awards?
Yeah, we can hop into. Last thing I want to say: what team has the lowest floor?
Like they could just drop.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I think it's OKC.
Timberwolves.
Probably I'd say the Timberwolves.
I think
Or the
OKC. I
Mavs.
think OKC has talent, but I think they're also still young. I think this could be a premature jump for them.
They're gonna be scrappy, man. They got some
They definitely
serious
could.
talent.
They definitely could.
I think I could see them honestly being a sleeper and shooting up.
Yeah, Timberwolves are the only team I can kind of think
But
of.
the Timberwolves, the
Timberwolves could randomly get last in the West.
Yeah, they got 3 centers who are all getting paid big money, and then Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
I gotta see another full year.
It's a wonky
of this working.
offense.
Just because Cat was hurt all last
Yeah.
year, I gotta see a full year of this. And Anthony Edwards is gonna be an MVP candidate depending on their record
Fuck
and everything else.
He's legit, but they have a weird assembled roster, and if they don't, they could fall because of just how ugly they play.
Yeah, I think ever since they got Mike Conley, they've been hooping. ever since they got traded for Mike Conley, that was just the fit of actual point guard. Because Utah was hooping all last year. They lose Mike Conley, and then they were shit that back half of the year since they traded him.
They're still
because they didn't have a point guard at all.
Mike Conley is a very positive vet presence.
He's just somebody who's played with Rudy Gobert before.
Yeah, that's true. He's one of the few guys who knows how to actually play with that guy. Because, God, he's such a weird player. You know, like
Rudy Gobert or Mike Conley?
Rudy Gobert. I mean, Mike Conley is pretty steady.
Another team could be the Pelicans. That could just... Because of injuries.
Randomly.
B.I. was hurt basically the whole fucking year last year.
You just drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you factor in injuries, you got to include the Pelicans there.
But into the awards.
Yep.
Let's start out simple. Clutch player of the year. Who did y'all have?
Simple. This was probably the hardest one.
Yeah, this is the hardest. I got Jamal Murray. Like, I don't even know why. I don't have a reason. Just Jamal Murray.
I got Devin Booker.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah, he's super clutch. He's just going to do it.
I have Damian Lillard because he's also very clutch, and he's going to have the ball in those late game situations.
I didn't think about this a lot.
Jamal Murray's a solid.
I didn't think about it.
I took Jalen Brunson or Trae Young.
Sure.
Either one of them, too.
Yeah. You could have said anyone, and I'm like, okay, maybe.
This is one that really is open to
There's a lot of good clutch players.
Yeah. Coach of the year.
1, 2, 3.
It's our boy.
Yep.
That's us.
Joe Mazzulla.
He's going to have like fucking 60 wins.
Our boy. God. Yeah.
That's our boy.
It's going to be Joe Mazzulla.
That video of him was funny, though, with JJ Redick. He's like, I mean, I wouldn't even be sitting right here if we were the 1 seed and we lost the 8 seed. It's like, I hate to break it to you, man. You did lose the 8 seed. He's like, but we weren't the 1 seed. He's like, we were the 2 seed. That makes it just a little better.
Celtics they're gonna win a lot of games.
I think it could definitely be us or
Malone.
Who got it last year?
Mike Brown.
Yeah, the Kings coach. Fuck.
And that makes sense.
That's why I picked.
I think Ty Lue is a good one.
Ty Lue's a good one.
I think Ty Lue could be a little sleeper coach of the year.
I put Quinn Snyder.
Could Frank Vogel?
Quinn Snyder's a good one.
I think. I put two, like just 2 for everyone. I put Quinn Snyder and Nick Nurse because it seems like the coach of the year is more trending towards actual big time improvement from teams rather than just this team's winning a lot of games. Like you see, like Steve Kerr hasn't won the award in a while. Like you had that 1 year where Monty Williams.
You guys were
won
like the 6th seed last year.
No, I know. I'm talking about in past years.
Okay.
I'm thinking the coach of the year award's more trending towards teams that take that jump, like Sacramento did. Mm-hmm. And I kind of put the Hawks and even the Sixers. The Sixers more of how they've been looked, and if Nick Nurse can kind of change the culture there, I think he could be in the realm. And they're going to be. They have Joel Embiid, even with James Harden or not. They're going to be a top 4 seed. They have top 4 seed. They're going to be a top 4 seed, and then Quinn Snyder could take that kind of Sacramento Kings level jump with the Hawks because I do have a lot of faith in Quinn Snyder with this team.
Mm-hmm.
You could argue that Mazzulla is taking the Celtics team to a jump because they were obviously contenders, but now they're a super team, like bona fide. They have legit 5 all-stars.
It's awesome.
But is that because of him?
It's not him.
It's not him.
It's not him.
You still got to coach him.
Oh yeah, he still has to coach him.
Because
but
there's a
him.
lot of overhaul from their offense from year to year, and that as a coach is a difficult thing to manage. So I feel like he'll get some love there. Celtics are going to win 60+ games. They'll probably
if we finish as the 1 seed and have like 55 or over, like he's going to be up there.
Yeah,
like
you have to top 3,
especially because a lot of those storylines.
It'll be like
the Mike
the best
Brown thing.
It'll be like best team from the East, then like the best team from the West coaches, and then the third one will be the team that just shocks everybody.
Yeah. Like if like my Pistons, if they make a run, he could Monty Williams, he'd probably be in the running there. But I think Missoula's got it.
6th man of the year.
I have Emmanuel Quickly. I think he's.
I also went Emmanuel Quickly.
I think that's a pretty obvious pick. I think it'd be either him or Derek White if Derek White doesn't start.
I have Eric Gordon as one of them, just because he's gonna. Eric Gordon.
Yeah. On the Suns.
Really?
Yeah. He's going to be their best player coming off the bench. Eric Gordon is a veteran player. Now we see him in a winning situation for the first time since Houston was good when James Harden was there.
Well, you got him drafting like double digits?
Yes. Easily.
Every game?
He's their 4th best player.
I don't know about all.
He's their 4th best player on that team. Eric Gordon is a sniper. He fits anywhere you put him on the court with the 3 stars. And then my other one... Other one's Norman Powell. If he comes off the bench.
Oh my! Okay, never mind. I'm thinking Eric Gordon's on the Clippers.
No.
I was like, Norman Powell's so much better than Eric Gordon. But yeah, okay, that makes sense now.
I had Emmanuel Quickly and Norman Powell. Those were my two.
Yeah, okay.
Because Norman Powell, it's so weird because of
Now I what you're saying is making sense.
Because now, God, I don't think that's hot take.
No.
You made it seem like it was Eric Gordon being the
I was
fourth
like,
player on the
he's
Suns.
on the. I was like, Rocco and like Norman are all there. I was like, that doesn't make no sense.
No.
I was like, he's on Phoenix.
But then, and the only thing about Norman Powell that scares me is like, you have Kawhi Leonard, PG gets hurt, and then he's starting.
Norman go get
game.
his.
Yes,
He
that's why
go
Jordan
get
Poole was
his.
never in contention to win the award because most of the games he was playing, he was starting, so he didn't even qualify for the award. And you also got to think it's 65 games now.
Yeah.
For players.
My boy got
award.
it last year, bro. He did his thing. Now he's in Portland.
Nick, talk about what you think Eric Gordon's impact on the Suns will be next season.
I think he'll be pretty good. I don't know. He'll shoot 35% from three, hopefully.
Okay.
Be a good defensive piece. Corey, pretty much it. He fits anywhere on the court with them.
Little spark
He's not
plug
going
off
to
the
need the ball.
bench.
Just play some good defense.
I think it's definitely because when he was with the Clippers, I think the Clippers had too much on that bench to where it wasn't given enough. They had Rocco, Batum, Eric Gordon, Norman Powell, Bones Highland because they traded for him.
Crazy.
Too many mouths to feed on
That's
the
a
bench.
lot of people. And Plumlee.
And I feel like Eric Gordon, Eric Gordon's going to get a very bigger shot creation kind of role.
They're going to do some weird thing where he gets on the court with like just him and Booker and a bunch of other random people, and he's going to get his.
I think he ends up in that PJ Tucker role where he's just a corner three specialist, and then he's just guarding like your second best player on defense.
I think Eric Gordon averages about 15. It sucks because the Sixth Man of the Year has turned into like a point-driven award.
Yeah.
But another name that we didn't even mention, Bobby Portis, who's still gonna come off the bench.
I don't think
Bobby Portis is double-double.
True. No, Bobby
any
Portis
given
is
night.
a very.
I don't think a big man's going to win the sixth man.
They like to switch him and Brooke Lopez out sometimes, starting it's depending on matchup and like smaller teams.
You just put Giannis at the 5.
Yeah, they like to do that, and Brooke Lopez.
They could do that more and more since Brooke Lopez is getting up there.
Yeah, he misses games with injury a lot more.
The Nets' leading point scorer right there.
All time.
So,
but no.
Somebody on the Lakers is gonna get fucking love to this thing. Like Gabe
Gabe
Vincent's
Vincent.
gonna get love.
D'Lo
starts.
He scores a lot of points.
Yeah, he's gonna start.
D'Lo's gonna start.
Yeah.
You don't extend D'Lo just to have him come off your bench for that much money. Now, if D'Lo just loses his job,
Yeah, that's
Gabe
different.
Vincent,
That's different.
then it's different.
LeBron, come off the bench and win Sixth Man of the Year.
Just add it to the trophy case.
Chris
Just
Paul.
safe ball.
It's
Why
Chris
not?
Paul's award.
He's gonna start.
No, it is.
I know
He's
it's
gonna
Chris
start.
Paul's award. Just imagine. Cherry
Chris
on
Paul's
top.
going to average
Chris
like
Paul- 6
6 points a game.
If Chris Paul was told
It's a
that he's
mean
coming off the
six,
bench,
though.
he might retire.
Yeah.
He might just be like, nah.
All right, Rookie of the Year.
I got Chet.
I got Chet as well.
Damn. Okay.
I couldn't decide, so I decided to do co-rookie of the years.
Oh,
Because
okay.
it's the
Between
thing.
Scoot and Wembanyama.
It is. Yeah, it is.
That.
Are you kidding? How can you deny that Wembanyama is not him?
I have Chet and Wemby. Like I have
Yeah,
Chet.
I just have Chet.
I like Scoot
I think
a
Chet's
lot.
in a
I want
10
to
times
see
better situation.
I want to
than
see
that.
Scoot do like really good, and then like they pull like a Donovan Mitchell, Ben Simmons type beat where he's like he wears the rookie like definition or whatever. Because Chet's technically a rookie, but he's technically not a rookie.
Yeah.
So it's just like what happened with Ben Simmons, because Ben Simmons won Rookie of the Year when Donovan Mitchell was actually a rookie.
Yeah.
Because Ben Simmons sat out all year.
Also, he was also
I
actually a
think
rookie.
I think Scoot's in. I think Scoot might be in the worst position at the moment to win it.
I mean, I think he
out
can.
of like Victor,
Yes.
Scoot, because of the
Between Chet.
guards.
Yeah.
Because you got Simons, Shaden Sharp already there, and Scoot's gonna start. But
I think
it's
Scoot's still gonna
Simons.
get his.
I think it's
he's
still
gonna get
Anthony Simons'
love.
team.
Brogdon.
It's Anthony Simon's team currently, but eventually it'll be Scoots.
It'll
I think
be Scoots.
Scoot's gonna get love just because he's just such a fun player to watch. All the big dunks, he moves differently than everyone else on the court. Like
I think Chet's in the best spot.
but Chet is probably in the best spot. There's a like we talked about with the Clippers before. There's a lot of mouths to feed with the Thunder offense. There's a lot of guys who are calling for their shot. Jalen Williams.
See, I don't know about that because you got Giddey,
Shea.
you got
Giddey.
Giddey. Well, Shea, your best player is just going to get his, and then you're looking at all the other pieces around him. I mean,
Kendrick Williams.
yeah, but those guys aren't like taking 10, 15 shots a game like Chet will. Other than J-Dub, who fits with Chet, and you got Giddey, and Giddey's not really a volume shooter like that anyways. Then you got SGA, who's going to get you 30. And then you got J-Dub. I mean, I think Chet's going to easily get 10 to 15 shots up a game. He should at least.
He should.
And then there's Wemby. Nick, what's with the hate on Wemby, man?
No, it's not actual hate. I just know you love him so much. I think he'll be good. I think there's just potential he misses.
It's just hard for him to not be good. Like he's just gonna be good.
65 games, I think he.
You're
I think he
you're
gets
7'4".
Yeah, like I just think he's gonna miss some games.
I gotta see him.
It's not actual hate.
I gotta see him play against certain people.
I think he's gonna be fine.
Because there is a world where like Nas Reed come out there.
Did you see what he did to Thomas Bryant?
Okay, let's not act like Thomas Bryant.
Thomas Bryant damn near the same as Nas Reed.
Thomas Bryant.
What?
Damn near.
You're crazy.
I'm not saying that gap is crazy.
Thomas Bryant's a solid center. He's strong.
He's a good backup center.
Nas Reed could.
No, Nas Reed's better than him, obviously, but I'm not saying that it's like a crazy gap. Nas Reed's not that good.
I'm not saying Wemby's going to go toe-to-toe with Steven Adams or anything.
Yeah, they're both backups.
But that's why they have Wemby at the 4 and Zach Collins in there to guard those centers.
I gotta see it.
So Wemby's going to be going up.
Wemby's going to be on Draymond. He's just going to
He bullied Chet in their game.
That I want to see. I need that matchup.
Like it was. You know,
Porzingis on Wemby going at it. They're going at it.
Skinniest matchup possible.
Someone will hit the ground and break something.
Combined 220 pounds.
Because he's been hooping in the preseason. I gotta see it because they got Dallas opening night.
Yeah,
I mean
that makes sense.
Yeah, the first time he hits one of those 3-point alley-oop dunks in a game.
He's gonna do some crazy. ESPN's gonna slob on him. It's just what's gonna happen.
Nothing will be worse than LaMelo rookie year.
Oh my god, no! Colorado's been pretty bad. And the Taylor Swift shit, and ESPN is just all for clout.
You're lucky he ain't playing in Charlotte. That announcer with Wembanyama would be crazy.
Oh my god.
No, they decided to take Brandon Miller.
Fuck it. I don't know.
Who just got named a defendant in a case, so he might not even be ready for the start of the season.
I'm not even like a Wemby hater. It's to the point where like it's the hype he's getting. Like we're talking
it's real.
They're gonna be good. He's gonna be good,
but we're talking about LeBron.
That's crazy. Yes, that's crazy.
LeBron James.
He's not gonna.
He's the best prospect we've seen. Who is a better prospect?
Thon Maker.
Stop.
Look at Thon Maker's high school tape.
I think you can prospect wise.
Like
Zion was huge when he came out.
Yeah, and barring injury, like Zion has been absolutely dominant.
That video of Victor doing the stretches or whatever.
Yeah, he's
crazy.
I don't think he's the best. You think he's the best?
He's the best prospect to be in this for a while.
Do you think prospect or player?
Prospect.
Yeah,
like
sure.
Like projects
we can't say player.
What
we don't
he is
know.
Currently like combined all that.
Fucking France.
Playing pro league since he was 16 and winning MVP and Final Four MVP and championships.
Like he ain't coming out of college.
He's playing
bro. This ain't no bum.
He was playing against grown men.
It's crazy. Luka was the 5th pick.
These dudes,
Luka, like if you redraft Luka, like his head and shoulders.
Luka's on the Hawks and Trae Young's on the Mavs.
Suns draft him. They literally had his national team coach as their head coach at the time.
Who did they take?
Ayton. We took the under Ayton.
Who didn't even want to be
Arizona,
there.
baby.
He didn't want to go there in the first place.
Stayed in town. He was at Arizona. Might as well take him.
He did not want to go.
I have to see it. I have to see it.
I can't think of a better
taking
prospect.
Victor's shit opening night. I'm taking those rebounds.
No.
I'm taking those rebounds.
Rebounds. God.
It's going to be 12.5 or 13.5.
No.
He's got Zach Collins. He's got Zach Collins boxing out the big man for him.
He's going to be standing there and just go
7'4"
with take it.
8 foot reach, 8 foot plus reach.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of.
And then he's going to come down court. He's going to do some crazy shit opening night.
What's Wemby's PRA is going to look like? What's that look like?
I don't even want to know.
I don't think it's going to be as crazy as people think.
The night he grabs 20 boards
like
and has 15 points or something, like that's when we're like, okay,
30,
fuck.
PRAs are probably going to be like...
His assist numbers
he has vision,
be big.
too, because he's 7'4", so he can see the court really well. He holds the ball up high, and he can recognize when double teams are coming.
That'll probably be like 41.5.
Oh my god, that's like LeBron.
I could see him averaging like...
PRAs, that's not high. I think Luka and Jokic's PRAs are like...
I could see Wemby averaging like 3 assists a game. Like Wemby's got vision.
Jokic's is probably super high.
I think Wemby gives you. I think he gives you 17, 9 or 10 rebounds in like.
I'm saying like 17, 12, and
I'm saying like 17, with 3 15, and like 4.
And guys,
that's what I'm going.
He could be top 5 in the league in blocks.
Blocks are going to be huge.
Maybe blocks per game.
I just can't wait to see him have a simple block on somebody. And then
did you see him
everywhere?
Did you see him hit a standing chase down block? Like he like glassed somebody standing.
It's just the glazing. I gotta see it. And as soon as they started putting him in the same prospect with LeBron, I got to see it now.
It is not glazing when the man is 7 foot 4.
What other prospect is there that we were like, oh yeah,
the ball?
Yeah, we were like, this guy is like even come close to LeBron.
7'4", so a whole what?
Obviously, he's not a better prospect than LeBron. That's fucking incredible. That's fucking crazy.
LeBron came out of high school.
Yeah, but like, I mean, Victor is overseas
playing against grown men.
Like I said, I just gotta see it.
I think you're being a hater.
I'm not being a hater. I'm just being realistic.
Nah, you're being a hater.
How is that being realistic?
So it's on me because I say I need to see it.
I think you could just say he's gonna be good.
He's gonna be good. I'm just saying people are acting like he's gonna be like top 3 DPOY this year. Like he's gonna be an all-star this year type shit. Like
he could be an all-star.
He could be an all-star.
You think he's gonna be an all-star?
He might get voted in.
He could. There's fan vote plays a heavy role in it.
You should see Nick's face right now.
He might get voted in.
Zaza Pachulia was an all-star, right?
No.
Yes, wasn't he almost? He was
Taco was almost an all-star.
Yeah. Those are the fan votes.
Yeah, they play a role. I'm just saying, and he's gonna play enough.
Wait a minute.
It's not like
I don't think it's crazy I don't think it's crazy if he's an all-star year 1.
Yeah.
I think that's a little far.
He's gotta have fans across the country, and the whole country of France is gonna be voting for him too.
True.
So
I can't wait to hop in this group chat first time he has a bad game.
I can't wait to hop in.
Someone can have a bad game.
No, because he's gonna get killed one night by somebody he shouldn't be.
Clint Capella's gonna give him just work.
Clint Capella, Cardio Capella.
No, it's when they have to go play Milwaukee in Milwaukee.
When they put him on Giannis.
No, Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis is gonna look at him with those crazy eyes
because he's gonna be trying to back him down so hard.
At the same time, though, like when he goes against Draymond Green and like tries to go for a rebound, and like Wemby just like reaches over Draymond,
and then Draymond flops on him,
and then it's a foul. Wemby on his 5th foul of the game.
Yeah, and he's like, "What?" And then Draymond's like, "Yeah," and he looks up and he's clapping his face.
I promise you, if Wemby ever guards Chris Paul on the perimeter, that sweep through foul, he will get him every single.
Chris Paul gonna go through his legs.
Chris Paul with the sweep through, he gets every single call with a sweep through foul.
Steph Curry is gonna get blocked on a 3-pointer for the first time ever, just because.
Oh my god, that should be scary, bro. Like imagine like shooting a 3 and you see Victor's like.
Did you see him block Dame's 3?
Yes,
Dame was not expecting it at all.
Yeah, because he tried to do like a step back 3, and I was like,
because that's what you do to create
you can't do that against Wemby.
What are you supposed to do? You can't go up straight.
We ain't shooting 3s.
No, you gotta hit him with a pump fake and step through or something because it. I mean,
but Chet's
going to be a very solid player too. Like he's what 7 foot 6'11".
Yeah.
Guard skills, very strong shooter. He could be a solid 8, 6, and 3 assists a game. I don't know.
8 points.
18.
Oh, I thought you said 8 points.
I thought you said 18. Sorry, I'm at 18. 18.
I put him at like just because SGA is going to take a bulk of the offense. So I think Chet can give you like 15. I think Chet can give you like 15, 10. And
he'll probably be their offensive third option behind Jalen Williams.
Yeah.
So.
Depoy.
Very Giannis.
I had Bam.
I don't know who to put there.
It's tight.
I'm not
putting Mobley.
I like Evan Mobley.
Not this year. Not yet.
No, he is legit.
Not while Jared Allen's there.
Mobley.
I mean, Cleveland had statistically like the best defense in the league last year, and Evan Mobley was probably the reason.
I think Giannis ain't gonna let motherfuckers score.
They gotta give Bam that one. They gotta give Bam the one.
I have Bam.
I think Bam deserves so. I think Bam's a top 5 defender, like been a top 5 defender.
He can guard 1 through 5.
He's probably one of 2 people in the league who can actually guard 1 through 5.
I think Giannis winning the award, because I have this big thing.
I just didn't know who to put.
Like
I really didn't.
Giannis is a better help side defender than he actually is an on ball guarding the guy one on. Like yes, his stats are gonna look so much better because Brook Lopez is taking a lot of the defensive priorities from the bigs, and he's coming in, swiping down, chase down blocks.
Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday was a guy who could guard 1 through 4 reasonably.
And Chris Middleton wasn't a slouch on defense, but now he's coming off the injury.
Team defender. So Giannis would just come from the help side. He was. I remember a couple of years ago, even I'd get get on him about this. He never had the primary defensive matchups.
The only time he's had the primary defensive matchups in the playoffs is when Kevin Durant absolutely murdered Giannis in the playoffs.
And he got exposed.
That's Kevin Durant.
So
and then you put Drew Holiday on him. It is Kevin Durant, but it's also Giannis we're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, you expect a guy with that wingspan and that foot speed and that quickness to be able to at least give Kevin Durant issues.
Yeah.
I mean, Kevin Durant's going to get his, but you can make Kevin Durant struggle, but he wasn't. It was nothing. Kevin Durant was lighting him up, if I remember.
Giannis obviously all-world defender, but I think compared to like Bam is like legit. You throw him on somebody, they're probably getting shut down for the game.
I'm giving it to Bam overall. I think Giannis is going to have a lot more of the primary defensive.
I just picked him.
Evan Mobley's an interesting one too.
I like Mobley a lot because Cleveland, they're going to need him to step up on defense.
I think they need him a little bit more offensively too. Like, you know, you get him defensively. They need like him to be that third option for real, like offensively. And I give Evan Mobley one more year. I think Bam gets it this year. One more year for Mobley.
I don't hate it though, Nick.
MIP.
Tyrese Maxey.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
That's what I have. I think he's going to take. I mean, he's been one of the most
situation for him to. I think it was his trainer or somebody said that if he averages under 25, like, consider it a failure season.
He's one of those. He's consistently improved every season he's been in the league. He plays well. His shot is looked so good, and with Harden, he's been a no-show even since the last time we recorded the pod. He still hasn't reported to the Philly, so he may not show up for the first couple games.
I think he's all-star sleeper, written all over it.
I could see it.
Especially in the East with how kind of light the guard position is out East compared to the West. You got Brunson, Halliburton,
Jaylen Brown. Tatum will qualify as a guard probably. I mean, he could sneak in.
I think he could sneak in for sure.
No,
he got Trae Young.
He's improving as a playmaker. Nick Nurse is a perfect coach for him because Nick Nurse is telling him like, "Hey, play your game. Like it's okay to be the fastest person on the court." Doc Rivers was, guys, like the way they're talking about it. You did not realize how much Doc Rivers was holding this team back.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it.
I also have another guy on here just because I feel like this is another point-driven, like kind of the sixth man of the year. It's not really pure player development and player growth. Like a sleeper name that I didn't put down that I just thought of. Somebody like an Obi Toppin, somebody who's like in a better spot. Like just players that haven't performed well that are in a way better spot, but they're not going to take the 15 to 24 point jump.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just talking about overall just improvement. And another name is Jordan Poole.
I think Jordan Poole's probably mine.
Ooh, Jordan Poole.
I think it's either be Jordan Poole or Desmond Bain, honestly.
Improvement
especially
is
that since Ja's going to be out. Ja won it. He just gave it to Desmond Bain.
Ja did win it. I hate when they do that shit. Yeah, that did
He gave him the award.
Yeah.
So I think Desmond Bain's going to actually get it this time.
He's in a perfect opportunity for what Ja missed in those 25 games.
It's true.
I just think Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole's the main. I think Jordan Poole will be my money to win it.
I think it's just.
What did he average last year? Like 18?
20.
I think he can jump up to like 28.
Yeah. 28 might be crazy.
I think he could. He's gonna be the volume.
He's gonna be like the only person doing anything.
It could be like a Trae Young thing where he's just.
It's gonna suck because it's gonna be like a Shea situation. Like he's gonna average so many points and they're just gonna lose.
Yeah,
they're just gonna lose every game.
I don't know. 28 might be. That's a lot. It's hard to score 28 points.
I think he does it easily because he's going to be shooting 20 times a game.
He's going to have a lot of shots.
He'll probably shoot like 12 threes.
He was averaging a ton of attempts when he was on the Warriors in general.
That's true. He could be like their Bradley Beal, just a volume shooter.
He's going to have numbers-wise like how they look at the
Who else on the starting lineup other than, I guess, Kuzma is going to be taking those shots? Like,
you got
not Denny.
Denny's not passing track.
So what you guys say? My two favorites are Jordan Poole and Tyrese Maxey.
I would say Jordan Poole, Tyrese Maxey as well.
Jordan Poole for sure.
Nick, who do we
have? Jordan Poole's up there. I got Scotty Barnes as a sleeper.
Even Mikal, maybe.
Because he ain't doing. Mikal's also a sleeper. But Scotty didn't do shit last year, and you lost Fred, so I think could take a little bit more of that offense. Even though he has a few of those guys that are like playing the same role as him around him, I think he could have a good year.
Yeah, and my sleeper. Like for this award is probably not going to win it, but a guy who might get some love is Jeremy Sohan for the Spurs. Playing next to Wemby, Zach Collins, Devin Vassell just got that bag. He's like their point guard, so he's going to be distributing more. I think
It's also just the attention that Wemby's going to bring.
Oh,
Like, there's going to be a
exactly.
lot more eyes on the Spurs this
Yeah,
year than
and
ever.
defensively, I think he has one of the. I'm not saying he's Draymond Green, but he's like that Draymond Green type where he's
There's
an
like-
undersized, multi-positional defender, and he has the potential to be like a very valuable piece on a championship level team.
There's so many people like that are just going through the brain right now. I was like, damn, these guys could.
Yeah.
Like Anthony,
Anthony Simons, yeah, there's another
take
one.
that jump.
I wouldn't say
he
him
might be a bit
because
old.
he's already averaged 24.
Yeah,
like
he's-
he'd have
he's
to get
been
like
there, though.
31.
Fuck it, go up, yeah. And then you're Cade Cunningham.
Dude, I got a sleeper.
Mine's a sleeper, but you're gonna hate it.
Y'all might hate mine.
And it's Austin Reeves.
Oh, okay, I hate that. Yeah,
He could. I think he could. Like, he's Lakers media. Like, they're gonna give him love. Like, he's gonna go from whatever he averaged last year, and he could jump up to like 23 points a game. Like, I don't know. Like, he could be intention.
One name I had was DeAndre Ayton.
Gross.
I know y'all gonna hate it.
is it that he's a number? He was a former number 1 overall pick.
I think he could, but he could average like on this team like 23 and 12.
That's
24
very
and
possible.
12.
You know that's not in DeAndre Ayton's
He
stat
could.
line.
He
23
could.
points was at a career high.
Yes, obviously that's why I would
God.
And the team feeding him like this.
Sleeper.
And I mean, yeah, Austin Reeves did only average 13 points a game last
See,
season.
I'm telling you, if he
so-
gets up to like 20, like
oh my god,
20 not even that much. And then nowadays NBA, you get 20. And people get 20 points in their
you're
sleep.
right. It's not
Like-
that hard for him because his role's expanded. So
Hell yeah.
he actually could get some MIP love. Which
But you know
He
who else
will
I want to
regardless.
get some love? My boy Franz.
Oh, I thought you were about to say Peyton Pritchard.
No, Franz Wagner.
Franz Wagner,
But he's
think
another
he
guy
could.
who's averaged like 18. You would have to take the like 24.
This is it.
He
24,
could.
This is it.
That's what
He
I'm saying.
could he not?
he
I think
very
he
well
could. Or
could.
25.
I think him and Paulo
Damn.
could be him and Paulo are going to steer
They could
that
be a
ship right,
duo.
man. That's the duo.
Yeah, he's smooth with it. Like
Franz, if he can get that 3-pointer down more consistent, like they're going to be scared.
I like all the names we talking about, but I think that Jordan Poole, Tyrese Maxey, just a step above.
Yeah, I would
It's
agree.
like-
Jordan Poole
Probably,
for
yeah, I
sure
think
because he's in the
those are
best
two
situation. Like
pretty
he's
much
the guy
favorites.
on the team. He's going to take the most shots. He's going to do all that shit.
yeah, and Tyrese Maxey's in a pretty
And
similar
Tyrese- and Tyrese,
situation
yeah.
there. He's just got Joel. But
MVP.
Might be Jokic.
yep.
He lost it last year.
Again?
He lost it last year. I think they're going to give it to him again.
I think that vote.
I think
I
that's
think he's
over.
gonna get a little vote.
The voter fatigue for sure, but when he's averaging what he is, I think you have no choice.
I had I'm just kidding. I had Giannis.
There you go.
Yeah, because I think Bucks win a lot of games. I think Giannis got some MVP love, but people didn't vote for him,
I think
and
the
people
voter
were like,
fatigue is over for Giannis.
and they were like,
Oh, it is,
and they were
for
like,
sure.
why didn't we give it to Giannis? He was putting up the same numbers, and their team was better. Like, so I think people are going to realize that. I think having Dame just in his gravity opens up the floor for Giannis. Like, there were times in the preseason where, what was it, Zach Lowe on his podcast, he was talking about it. Like, Giannis has always seen double teams and mismatches, but now he's one-on-one with guys for the first time in his career.
Yeah.
Like, he's not had that before. So I think he's going to put up his usual, 30, 10, and 6.
Yeah, probably.
Might even go more than that.
Nick, who you got?
I would take him.
Yup.
Valid.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to put Tatum,
This
but I
is
feel
your-
like there's just so many mouths to feed in that starting five.
I don't want to put Tatum because gross.
I think you're right, but I think they could win a lot of games.
Yeah.
I think Drew
Yes.
could take another step back offensively and just go, more of that defensive role.
Mhm.
Jaylen Brown just got his money. I heard
So he's gonna play like
Isaac
shit.
told me
He
that
still can't
there were
dribble with
little
his
things
left
that
hand.
he was messing up with the basketball on the sideline, just
The power
dribbling with
dribbles?
his left side,
Yep, can't do it.
something like that.
I think it
So-
could come down to like just us being the best team, and then they just look at the best player. They're like, okay,
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, and it could just be the best players.
they're like Tatum. Okay, Tatum's been the best player all season. He's averaging 28 points. He's probably gonna have. If I had to guess Tatum's stat line, it's gonna be like 28, 8, and like 5. That's
Yeah.
gonna be his. It's not a crazy like
On like
Jokic triple
42% shooting, 36 from 3. Like that's
That's a pretty good MVP for your team to
What
win
did he
58
average? What did
games.
he average last year?
best
Oh, I
player.
don't know.
Best player in the best team is always a
I think he
strong
averaged
argument.
30
So
last year.
Best player on the best team.
yeah, he did
I-
average
I
30
got-
last
I
year.
got-
All-Star
you got
MVP
20
last year.
All-Star MVP.
Wait a minute.
He hit 50 points in the fucking All-Star game.
That was 2021. 38-4 last year.
Yep.
I have Luka.
What did you just say?
38 and 4.6.
38-4.
He averaged 30.
30 points, 8 rebounds.
Oh, I was like, no fucking way he averaged 38 points. I was like, he should have won MVP last year.
No. I have Luka just for
that's a good pick.
I don't hate that.
If they do decent, he's definitely going to be in the running.
Because he's going to give you like
best player on the best team.
33 fucking like 8 and 8.
Yeah.
Like if they can because now it's really because now they gave it to Russ when he was a 6th seed.
Mm-hmm.
They gave it to Jokic when Jokic was a 6th seed. Now it's to the point if you can just get a top 5, top 6 seed, you're eligible for the award, in my opinion.
Well, you also got to think Jokic averaged a triple-double, and then Russ averaged a triple-double.
Oh, yeah, I know
and,
that.
like, that's why. They were like, we kind of have to give it to them, no matter what their seed is.
Luka could average
a triple-double, so, like, yeah, it makes sense.
And then the backup one I had is Giannis. I think betting money on
Giannis was also my backup.
I think betting money on Giannis to win MVP is great value.
Giannis is never a bad pick.
He's like... Because more so, I think he was just a bad pick. More so because of voter fatigue.
They just said nah, fuck it, because he went back to back.
Yeah, I think this year could be the year he gets back into it. And I also would love to see somebody different win the award, like a Luka, somebody getting their first time.
Yeah,
but
we talked about it a little bit before the pod, and we discussed it. We deemed it crazy. But Shea has been getting a lot of MVP love recently, especially in the betting market. He's like
sleeper.
That's sneaky value.
And I don't know, Corey. I know you have strong feelings about that.
I mean,
I like it.
I understand that like he averaged 30 last year and everything else like this, but like this is also a team that for him to win an MVP, they would have to be like a top 5 seed, top 4 seed in the West.
I don't think that's out of the picture though.
I could see it.
Being a top 4 seed, the Thunder.
Top 4 might be crazy.
4 is crazy.
I could see him at 5.
I could see them getting top 6.
So.
And you just said all you got to do is get top 6.
And if you're the 6th seed, a half game behind the 5 seed, who's a half game behind the 4 seed, then
right. Yeah, I could see it being like the exact same as it was last year.
I just think MVP could be a stretch, just a little bit. It's
definitely a sleeper.
It is a stretch. I agree, but the ESPN has deemed him a top 10 NBA player already.
Another sleeper one, just in terms of stat-wise, is Trae Young. Just because if Trae Young has a bounce-back year, Trae Young's going to give you fucking like 30 and 12.
That'd be fun to see Trae Young get an MVP.
I just want to see somebody different, like somebody random and weird, like somebody that been hooping for a minute
Jimmy
now.
Butler MVP season.
No. Yeah, fucking right.
Give me Zach LaVine MVP.
Yeah, fucking right.
No, if Zach LaVine wins MVP,
Zach LaVine would have to average 35 points, and they'd be a 13
We're just
seed.
hating on the Bulls so much.
Yeah, I hate the Bulls.
I'm trying to think of other people like Curry. Curry always like looking at betting.
He's not gonna win it.
No.
Oh my god,
dude!
Can I
get
fucking
over
finish?
it?
Can I fucking finish?
We get it. Y'all were a dynasty. Get over it.
Curry, for some reason, is always top in the betting odds for MVP, even though he will never win it again.
No, he's not gonna ever. He might not even be a Hall of Famer.
I can't wait for I'm gonna go on first take before the season starts. Kendrick Perkins. It's got to be Anthony Davis to win MVP. I'm like, bro.
LeBron.
Nah.
Like what?
Nah.
This MVP is gonna be in a stranglehold between Embiid, Jokic, and like Giannis, basically, and then maybe Luka.
I don't think Embiid is going to have a case this year. I think Philly's just going to be...
They didn't give me it last year. Now I have it this year.
Well, he had a case last year. I think Embiid's case was better the year before.
Yeah. I think Jokic should have repeated.
Last year, when we were sitting there doing the predictions, I had Devin Booker. First 2 months of the season, Devin Booker.
It looks great.
I think I have too many mouths to feed now.
I think I had Giannis.
Devin Booker hooping. Then he gets hurt. Devin Booker was hooping, averaging like over 31, 32 a game for the first 2 months, and then he gets fucking hurt.
Hurt his groin, out for fucking 2 months.
Do we get any, just going back to MIP, do we get any Mikal Bridges love for MIP?
I already brought that up.
Yeah,
but no.
Maybe, but like I feel like he's just up there now.
Yeah,
he played really good when he got to the Nets.
Cam Johnson.
And that's the kind of crappy part about him picking it up late in the season is that he's established himself as one of the game's not superstars, but he's a star.
I think he's an all-star caliber player.
I feel comfortable saying Mikal Bridges is a star, so I think
if he
could see him
winning MIP, I don't think
star.
Yeah, I mean he's the best player on Brooklyn, averaging 24 plus a game.
I don't know, Dinwiddie, that's his team.
Stop.
Come on.
My bad.
Hey, Nick Claxton's a dog.
Oh yeah.
When Ben Simmons returns to center,
that triple single is gonna be mean.
boy.
Nick Guino still has the take that will go on.
My take still looks golden.
For as long as Ben Simmons plays NBA basketball, of him never playing a normal season.
He'll never be the same.
No, I'm rooting for him. Honestly, I want to see him.
That's why I feel bad for him. Like, I hope he does do good.
It's just like
I feel bad for
I don't
him.
want my take to be right.
he's just taking so many L's at this point. It's like I just want you to average 10 points a game, man.
But you guys want to wrap it up there?
Yep,
Sure.
let's do it.
Thank you guys for tuning into the Barrel Talk podcast. Hope to see you tune in future episodes.
Yes, sir.
Thunder up.